Welcome. I am grateful to share this space with you again as we continue our journey through the wisdom of connection. Throughout this series, we have been exploring the invisible movements that influence our lives and relationships. We began by recognizing we are connected. We are part of a larger story. Then we explored belonging, the deep human need to know I have a place. We looked at interrupted connection and how distance, conflict, or pain often carries a deeper story. And in our last conversation, we explored authentic connection, the courage to be seen as we truly are. And today, we enter another important movement, the balance between connection and individuality. Every human being carries two powerful needs. One that says, I want to belong, I want to feel connected, and I want to be part of something. And another part that says, I want to become myself, I want to follow my own path, I want to express what is uniquely mine. Both movements are natural. Both movements are important. The challenge appears when we believe we must choose one over the other. And when we believe if I stay connected, I cannot be myself. Or if I become myself, I lose connection. Today we explore a deeper possibility. Can we honor where we come from while still allowing ourselves to become who we are? Let's explore this. Imagine a tree. A tree needs roots because without roots, it cannot receive nourishment. It cannot stand strong. It cannot survive the storms of life. But a tree also needs branches. It must grow. It must reach towards the light. It must expand beyond where it began. If the roots say, do not grow beyond us, the tree cannot fulfill its potential. But if the branches say, we do not need the roots, the tree loses its foundation. Human beings are similar. Our roots represent our family, our ancestors, our cultures, our experience. Everything that contributes to our existence. Our branches represent our choices, our dreams, our creativity, our own unique expression of life. Wisdom comes when the roots and the branches work together, not either or, both. From a systemic perspective, growth does not require rejection or where we came from. We can say, I honor my roots and I allow myself to grow. I acknowledge what came before me and I step into what life is asking of me now. One of the most powerful discoveries in systemic work is that love and loyalty can influence us in the ways we do not always recognize. Sometimes people remain connected to old patterns because deep inside, change feels like separation. Someone may unconsciously feel, if I become happier than my family, I'm leaving them behind. If I succeed where others struggled, I no longer belong. If I choose differently, I am rejecting them. These movements often come from love, a deep desire to remain connected. A child's love says, I will stay close. I will carry this with you. I will be like you. But adult wisdom asks, can I love without carrying? Can I honor without repeating? Can I belong without limiting my own life? Think about generations before us. Many carried difficulties we may never fully understand. They lived through challenges. They made choices within their circumstances. They survived. And because they survived, life continued, eventually reaching us. Sometimes the greatest honor we can give to those who came before us is not to repeat their suffering. It is to receive that life came through them and do something meaningful with it. Growth changes relationships. This is one of the reasons growth can feel uncomfortable. When one person changes, the system around them must adjust. Perhaps you begin setting healthier boundaries. Perhaps you stop playing an old role. Perhaps you express yourself more honestly. Perhaps you choose a different path. Sometimes people around you may not immediately understand. Not because they do not love you, but because systems naturally prefer what is familiar. The old version of you had a known place. And when you change, the system has to discover a new way of relating. This is what growth requires, both courage and compassion. Courage to continue becoming, compassion for the adjustment process. Wisdom-inspired living asks, can I move forward without fighting the past? Can I grow without looking down on where I come from? Can I become more myself while staying connected through respect? This is maturity. A healthy system allows each person to have their own place. Parents have their place, children have their place, past generations have their place, future generations have their place. And when we stand in our rightful place, there is more freedom. We no longer need to carry what does not belong to us. We no longer need to prove that we belong. We can receive what was given, learn from what was difficult, and continue forward. Taking your place means saying, I come from this story, but I'm not limited by the story. I carry my roots, but I also carry new possibilities. This is the movement from unconscious loyalty into conscious connection. Now take a quiet moment. Allow yourself to connect inward. Imagine yourself as a tree. Feel the roots beneath you, the generations, the experiences, the journey that came before you. And gently ask, what strengths have come through my roots? What wisdom have I received? Then imagine your branches reaching outward and ask, what wants to grow through me? What new expression of life is asking for space? And where have I confused loyalty with limitation? Where am I ready to honor the past while choosing differently? Simply notice with kindness and with respect. And as we complete today's reflection, remember, you are both continuation and creation. You carry what came before and you bring something new. Connection does not ask you to remain unchanged. And individuality does not require you to disconnect. The deeper movement is integration, roots and branches, belonging and becoming, honoring and growing. This is the path of wisdom-inspired living, to receive life fully, to recognize the wisdom within our connections, and to contribute something meaningful through the person we become. Thank you for joining me on this 5th conversation in our connection series. In our next episode, we will expand our view even further. Connection beyond the family, our place in the greater human system. We will explore how our presence influences not only our personal relationships, but also our communities, humanity, and the larger web of life. Until then, may you honor your roots. May you trust your growth, and may you remember, a tree does not betray its roots by reaching towards the light. It fulfills them. And if you found a nugget in this, I would love it if you give me a like, subscribe, share, whatever you like. Thank you for being here, and until next time, be safe.